Hi everyone, welcome back to No Apologies Gaming and start of Powerwash Simulator 2. I have played this extensively, the first one, and I loved every minute of it, so I'm kind of excited to get started. I'm not going to be cheating, because quite frankly the cheats that I have in the cheats that are available for this are way too overpowered, and it's just kind of ridiculous. So I will show those after I'm finished playing. Before I end the video, I'll just kind of show you what they're about, and yeah, we're just gonna get right into it, starting with the removals van. So yeah, let's get started. Yeah, just getting refamiliarized with the controls, but my experience with the first game, the yellow nozzle was the one that worked best. Red nozzle actually works the best, but it doesn't have a very wide nozzle or wide fan. I never felt that any of these other nozzles were really that useful. They have a bigger area, but you have to be so close you can't really use them. This yellow nozzle still gives you a good bit of distance, so you can actually reach more. So it has enough power to actually remove stuff. I always forget about the key that locks this, so you don't have to watch the thing move. That was a late addition from the game, and I never fully got used to it. It looks like those windows are extraordinarily dirty, so we're going to need a little extra power here. First of the really satisfying dings. Can't get this mirror clean. Trying to get rid of that. Okay, I'm just gonna clear these tutorial tips. I didn't realize we started with new washers. Interesting. That's what I was waiting for. I couldn't remember which button it was. Okay, will you go away now, please? You know, all this stuff down here is always the hardest. Sometimes they give you a really generous amount that you have to clear, sometimes they don't. I'm going to try and work through this quickly. Let's get this side done. If you're familiar with the first game, and you probably know about the cats that you can hear in the background. Bit of a lore from the first game. Sounds like they moved that to this second version of the game. So we're just gonna really work our way through this. Yeah, that's one side done. Go up here and get the top. Always a lot of really weird messages come in. As you can see, this goes pretty quick. Oh, fantastic. We have to clean the inside as well. That's alright. I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of the outside of this done and save you the trouble of having to sit here and watch all this. And I'll be back. Okay, so as you can see, the whole outside is done. Didn't mean to climb up on that ladder. Well, outside except for all this crap down here. Yeah, now all we have is the back end and the inside. I can only guess that they're not giving us this because we got to get the inside of the door too. Let's get this outside of this bit first. And then let's get started on the inside. Was way harder than it needed to be. Now I know I didn't start on the very top with this, but generally I like to start from the top and work my way down. Not that it matters in this game, the water doesn't actually go anywhere, but how you would do it if you were really washing it. You would start on the bottom and then wash all that dirt down onto your clean surfaces. And it generally makes it just easier because you're getting all the harder stuff first, most of the time. Depends on what you're washing, but the whole ceiling in here. Work on getting this next. If you're wondering why I keep starting and stopping and moving, I don't like the way the camera moves with the free view, so I move it just to make it easier on me. That's that one front end done. We'll get the side walls. That's that ding I was looking for on the door frame. Looks like there's still dirt right there. Not sure what this target is here. It was the door frame, that's what it was. And just like that, we're done. I didn't mean to go right through that, but that's alright. Okay, we'll get started with this here. Okay, that's just a little bit of the lore about this place that we're about to clean. So let's get started. I've seen people playing the demo of this. This was included in the demo quite a while ago. So I know this is way more than it seems. But let's get started and clean the outside of it real quick. All these little nips and crannies that are a real pain to get to. Can't say I really enjoy the background music. This thing makes it sound way more ominous than it is. And like I said, I knew there was more to this than doing what it was showing. I was expecting it to have to manually open it. I wasn't expecting it to come up on its own like that, though. So yeah, I'm gonna get the rest of the outside of this done, and then I'll be back. So as you can see, I'm almost done with the outside here. Got the door and a little bit of the door frame left. And a little bit of a sign. And now we got the inside of a really disgusting looking toilet. While I was cleaning the outside, I got a message telling about the history of this place. Apparently you could tell by the way people were walking that they needed to use the restroom, and it would rise up out of the ground automatically when they needed it. So sometimes they could even tell before people knew themselves, which is a little interesting and a little terrifying, to be quite honest with you. I know that sink's just going to be a pain in my ass. The little nooks and crannies that I'm going to have to get right up into to get it. There, we finally got it. Well, I have a tendency to try to just take one section at a time, one wall panel at a time, you know, whatever it takes. And I have a feeling this guardrail or handrail is going to be a pain in my ass too. Well, maybe not. It looks like we got pretty easily there. Yeah, that actually went a lot easier than I was expecting it to. I don't know about you, but This is me. I'm not crawling around on the floor like this in this bathroom. This is disgusting. It's all done. We'll get this next wall. We'll get this wall done and get all this stuff before I lower the table, because it's going to be easier that way. Usually, if an item is done, there's no more dirt on it. There we go. Yeah, it looked like it could have been dirt. Air conditioning is going to present a bit of a problem. Just because we got to get the top and the sides. And inside of it. Like that. Because they gotta make it a pain in the ass somehow. We're down to one wall and probably some little nooks and crannies that I missed, but we're almost finished with this one as well. It's not dinging for that door, for that wall panel. There we go. Usually the bigger the area, the more generous they are with how much you actually have to do. Yeah, we'll just get this floor done and then we're finished with this one. I don't need to worry about those little sections most likely. But I still like to get them anyway. That's another one done. I didn't mean to skip through that this little recap after the last one, but it's really kind of satisfying to watch that. We're gonna go back to home base real quick. And yeah, bunch of cats in here. That makes sense. I didn't actually visit the home base yet, so this is kind of interesting. Checking everything out here. Furniture, huh? Not a whole lot in the furniture. Well, there are a lot more pressure washers than there were in the previous one. Customize quite a bit. All right, give me 1 second. I'm gonna load the program that allows me to cheat if I want to. And let's see. We're just gonna go back to this van and just show you how easy this is with this installed. For some reason it wasn't doing it on that one. Yeah, it just instantly. Cleans everything, so it's kind of pointless to use it. It's fun just to see just how fast you can do it, but yeah, other than that, there's really no point. So yeah, with that, I think I'm gonna call it here. We got two jobs finished, and I will pick this up at a later time and we'll play some more. I love this game. Yeah, it feels just like the original one did, so yeah, what's not to love about it? So with that being said, if you like this kind of content, you like this video, please leave a like, leave a comment, let me know what you think. Let me know if there's any games you'd like to see me play. I'm not going to guarantee I'll play them, but I'll take a look, and if I find them interesting, I will definitely give them a try. Subscribe if you would, really help me out a lot. And with that, thank you for watching. Have a good one.